Dune movie gets a release date. So this one is articles from Variety here, another great article by the way. And so of course this is Denis Villeneuve. I think that's how you pronounce his name there. Director, of course. Of Arrival. That's the one I know the most from him, but I know he's directed big other pictures. Some people really think that he's one of the best directors right now in the industry. Which I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen enough of his movies to really have an opinion on that one, but yeah, I really liked Arrival, if that counts. Right? And anyway, so this Dune movie has been getting a lot of news about it. And like I said, we haven't really talked about it much just because there's been little things along the way. But this is actually maybe the biggest kind of news that we have. And then I'll use this as an outlet to kind of talk about all the other news that we've missed. Okay, so Dune gets November 2020 release date. All right, so Warner Brothers has scheduled science fiction film tentpole Dune for a November 20th, 2020 release in 3D and IMAX. Aquaman star Jason Momoa is currently in negotiations to join the Dune reboot with Timothée Chalamet, Javier Bardem, Rebecca Ferguson, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac, and Zendaya. So those are the announcements that we haven't covered yet, but that cast, I mean, wow, right? We haven't seen, a top build cast like that. I don't know. At least for me, I haven't seen a top build cast like that for an upcoming movie in a little bit. So, wow, right? I mean, this is pretty crazy. And a November 20th, 2020 release date is pretty early to pick a specific date at this point. So we'll have to see if they stick to that, if it gets delayed or gets pushed up. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then Variety says production is expected to launch in the spring in Budapest and Jordan. Dune centers on the battle for control of the desert planet Arrakis. Chalamet is playing the leader, Paul Atreides, who is forced to escape into the wastelands, where he eventually becomes the ruler of the nomadic tribes. Arrival, and that's what it is. Blade Runner 2049 is this other big one, yeah. Director Denis Villeneuve is helming and co-writing the script with Eric Roth and John Spice. The movie will be produced by Villeneuve, Mary Parent, and Cale Boyder, with Brian Herbert, Byron Merritt, Thomas Tull, and Kim Herbert serving as executive producers. So, obviously, if you are familiar, of course, with the material for Dune, and I believe, right, it's an original movie, right? I think that's obviously where the material comes, or it's a book, right? Or, yeah, something like, was there an original movie for it? Was there an original movie for Dune? I'm forgetting right now, but I think there was. Anyways, there's a book for it. And so, of course, this one's based off that material. And if you're familiar with the story, obviously, I mean, you're probably pretty excited for this one. I've seen a lot of people voicing kind of their excitement for this film. So, of course, you have a director like Denis Villeneuve attached, and then you have a cast like Jason Momoa, Timothée Chalamet, Javier Bardem, Rebecca Ferguson, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac, and Zendaya. It's like, wow, right? I mean, this just, forget the story itself or forget the concept that they're working with. This cast attached to this director, I'm down for that, right? Like that is a selling feature just in itself of this movie. And then you pair it with also the high concept type of sci-fi movie that Dune is. And this one sounds really, really great. It really does. It's one of the kind of the best movies that we know about upcoming, I would say, are one of the most promising ones coming up. So, obviously going to be high expectations, though, for this one. So, we'll have to see how it performs. As I said, Arrival, honestly, one of my favorite movies, I would say. I really do enjoy it. I just watched it last weekend again for the second time. I saw it in theaters, of course, when it came out, and then I just rewatched it. Absolutely love that movie. Jeremy Renner, Amy Adams, and just again a whole a high concept movie with an amazing twist, by the way. But a high concept movie, another sci-fi one, and of course Blade Runner 2049, another sci-fi movie. Which I think did well, right? The box office was a bit disappointing, if I remember correctly. But, of course, a lot of people that went to see it loved it. And so that was definitely up there for sure. So, again, you talk about a guy directing both of those. I know he has some other really great movies as well. So, I know, but I just kind of forget them right now. But yeah, so you get a director like that, you get this cast. Whew, it sounds like an awesome, awesome movie. For any sci-fi fans out there, this is definitely one to check out. So anyways, Dune coming November 20th, 2020, and of course released in 3D and IMAX. Again, I'm not sure if that date will be kind of cemented in there, but yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. It just seems early to me that they would pick a specific date like that. But yeah, so anyways, really look forward to Dune as well. Again, I'm not really familiar with the source material, but like I said, the director in this cast, you know, count me in. Count me in for this one. I'm totally down for it. Love to hear your thoughts, of course, on this one for Dune. If you're familiar with the material, what are you looking forward to in this one to see adapted to the screen, of course? And yeah, are you looking forward to this movie with this cast and director?